Oh my God. All right, Dex, while you're getting your stuff out, I'm gonna go over here and talk to this guy real quick. What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. Is audio okay? I'll cut my headset off. You guys got audio? Hello, hello. I see JDQ. Let me see. There we go. Joe Gampa, what's up, Joe? You guys got audio? Everything good? All right, good deal. All right, so I just almost smacked this guy's mirror backing up into the spot. I gotta go tell him thank you because I was at that point where I was like, I need to go ahead and get out and look. And I was like right there. I was just about to set the brakes, and dude goes. He just lays on his horn. So I gotta go tell him thank you. Give me just 1 second. I'll get to you guys. There's Dex. He's getting set up. So we'll be right back with you guys. Let me go talk to this guy. See. So I was parked, and then I got out, and I realized it was a handicap spot, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna park here. I'm not gonna be that guy. So we're just doing a video, and we're just gonna swap out. Let me go over here and talk to this guy real quick. Because if it weren't for him, I would have just destroyed his door. I mean, I'm so freaking tired. And he thank God he laid on the horn. I'm so glad he was in the front seat. But I was right there at that point where I was about to get out and look, and he called me. Let's see. That's the spot I was trying to get in. You guys can see that's pretty tight right there. He's a PNS driver. Let me wipe this camera off. Did he go inside? No, he's in here. Man, I just want to tell you thank you, man. I'm so.
Hey, I could have got you really.
Well, it was so tight. We're just shooting a YouTube video. I'm actually live on YouTube right now. So I just want to come tell you thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Because if it weren't for you hitting that horn, man, I was right at that point. I was about to get out and look, and I was like, man, if I wouldn't heard that horn, dude, I'd have straight up just wiped it out. Been buying me a PNS door. But yeah, we're swapping out. We're a team truck, so we're swapping out. And just shooting this video, man. We'll be out of here. But I just want to tell you. Yeah. He was asleep. He's getting up now. Yeah, I just want to tell you thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. You have a good one, man. God bless. Yeah, man. Have a good night. All right, so all good. We got another driver over here. He's about to get back up beside us. Everybody's some help. Man, you go all day driving. If you're not driving yet or you haven't driven before, you know, I used to think like, man, these guys they sit on their rear ends, they don't do anything all day. Man, it'll kill you. This job is rough. It's rough. Got this cat here. He's backing in. He looks like he's good to go. He's a little off. Let's see. I think he'll get it. Yeah, he's getting it twisted up. I know the wind is really bad, so we've been fighting that all day. If you guys don't know, there is a really bad storm moving in from the Midwest. I guess Dex went inside. So as soon as he gets back, we'll have him. Is that better? Everything good? me get all this closed up. Oh. We had to do some organization. Yeah, it's we were empty for about 100 miles today. It was throwing me all over the place. It was bad, really bad. All right, let me go. Garmin exit. Let me go through some comments here, see what's up. All right, so we got Joe Gampa, what's up? Tyler Booth, what's going on? JDQ, what's up? JD Chaos. Scott Williams, what's going on? Johnson's Logic. What's going on, brother? Darren Davis. Ferris. Steven, all right, awesome. Trucker Rob, Tim Travels, you guys are all here. So, guys, we haven't, Joseph says, if I leave abruptly, it's because my battery died. It's all good, Joseph, man. I appreciate you tuning in, bro. No big deal. Tollboy says, dropping my video. Watch it after this. Of course, he's trolling my chat. That's cool. Joseph, what do you mean the blue wrench? What are you talking about? The only blue wrench I know is the oxygen acetylene torch, and I don't carry that on the truck. Let's see. Too windy. It's windy down here too. Yeah. Oh, Toll Booth, you're making me blush. LMAO, if you want some real wind, head over to Wyoming. That's really funny that you say that, LMAO, because... All right, see you, JDQ. Be safe, man. That's funny that you say that, because since I have been reefer, I had my first discussion with my FM, and I told him I wanted to stay east of the Rockies. I have not been past Central Texas, like, at all. Like, I'm always home. It's freaking nuts. It is such a different change from flatbed. Let me see. Let me wipe this camera off because I don't know. I was not prepared for this, guys. I was parked and everything like 10 minutes before I got out to do my walk around, realized it was a handicap spot. And I don't care if I'm there for 5 minutes. I'm not going to be that guy. So, that driver did not seem, hold on. That driver did not seem like he was very, like, even me coming over and apologizing to him, he wasn't very nice to me. I think last time I seen one of your live vids when I was waiting on a trainer. Now I'm waiting on a truck. Congratulations, Jaded. That's awesome, man. That is really awesome. That is killer. Justin just got home from work. Glad I made it home in time. All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Joseph says, I was monitoring the channel. Now my name isn't coming up in blue. I'll see if I can get that changed for you, Joseph. I didn't know. I don't know if it's, hold on, let me see. What about that? Was that good? Did that work out? Let's see. All right, Lori, love watching and learning from you. Thank you, Miss Lori. I really appreciate it. Real reefer drivers run 4824 365. There you go. Yep, you're good. You're good, man. What's up, Brent? So, guys, I know it's been a long time since I did a live. You know, we had the death in the family on my wife's side. She ended up not being able to come back out with me. So, it's been rough. Like, I ran 2 days solo when I did the video with Bob. I was solo. It was nice, but it was really weird because I don't ever stop. I never sit down. And now I am like back to training again. So we've got Dex on the truck, and I guess he went inside to go get something to eat. I thought he snuck out on the truck on me. I thought he left because he's been back there like 12 hours. And so I like, after I picked up the load, I was riding along about 100 miles and I heard his phone ring, and I was like, but it kept ringing. I was like, man, I need to stop and check on this guy. Like, I'm wondering if like something happened, if he's got sick. So I went ahead and made like kind of like an emergency stop. 60%. Yes, me too, Joseph. Yeah, me too. I'll get to Harmony in just a second. But I made a stop. I was worried about him. I was getting to the point where I was like, man, he must have jumped off the truck. I bet I left him somewhere. And sure enough, I pulled over and stopped, and he come out of the back. So it's like, I was so used to, like, you know, he's usually up like 7-8 hours, you know. He's usually just hopping up here back and forth, you know. He'll come get something to eat, go use the restroom. You're like 12 hours without using the bathroom, so it was crazy. So he's walking up now. Let me see. Let me address the question here. So I've been getting back in the swing of training now. So it's one of those things where I'm still, because I didn't really. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't even really train my wife. My wife the deal was, she comes out. Okay, I tried to teach her things, but she was like, "Babe, I'm just gonna drive. Let me focus on driving. If you can take care of everything else, you will." And I got kind of aggravated with her for one time, and I shouldn't have done that, but that was the deal. I told her, I said, "Look, you come out, I'll do everything. If you just come out with me." And so anyways, I kind of got frustrated with her or whatever, and she was like, "I'm just driving. I'm not learning anything." I'm like, "Okay, well," and she's a great driver. She really is, but now I'm getting back into the training thing. And Dex just showed up. And what? No coffee? Really?
Yeah, they won't refill it.
You asked them?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You probably got to speak up.
What's going on, everybody?
Guys, this is Dex, and I'm sure you guys have a plethora of questions for him. I really wanted you to be over here, but you had jumped out. That guy was not happy with me.
Who did?
Yeah, I went to go apologize to him and everything, because like I almost smacked his mirror, you know, and he was just like, he acted like really, really upset. And I was like, dude, I was like right there. I was just about to set the brakes, get out and look when you laid on the horn. And so that's when I went in and pulled up a little bit. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, man, you hit that mirror and then you would have just crushed my door. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't have went that far. I promise you. I was about to get out and look. I knew I was close. So he,
Why didn't you get mad with him?
no, I'm not gonna get. I knew I was wrong. I mean, I knew I was about to be wrong. You know,
Yeah.
I knew I needed to stop. But Joseph says, welcome to the family, Dex.
I know, appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Joseph. Yeah, man, it's good to be smiling, man. It really is. Tim says, I tell my trainees to never leave the truck without their phone. I left my guy, but he called me before I got to one exit down the road. Oh my God. I was telling him about how I was worried about you today, and I had to stop just to make sure. And then you popped up out of, I was like, oh God, thank God. When I was a trainee, we ran so hard I never got out of bed till it was my turn to drive. He's getting there. He's been, the first week he was like all rear and ready to go, and he's like, man, I used to be able to stay up all night long at the house. He's like, now I'm like, man, I'm so ready for bed.
Seriously.
How's waiting 5 hours at the shipper and receiver? I don't think we've done that yet, have we?
I wish we could do that. I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be some good rest.
Oh God. Toll Booth Jimmy. So Toll Booth Jimmy, you're gonna see he's a bit blunt and very, and he poaches people on the channel. So he'll be like, use driver code such as that. I don't even care. I know him personally. He followed me when he was in, right before he even came to Prime, but he was following the channel while I was flatbed and everything. I met up with him during his TNT, showed him how to use some chains, some different techniques. So you'll see him in there. Don't take anything he says personally or to heart. So a lot of people don't realize how much driving can be. So it is. And before I started, I was like, man, how can anybody be tired? I mean, they just drive. You don't do nothing. You just drive. Man, my gosh. You will, like, all I think about, like the other day we were driving and I looked at Dex, he's like, man, you all right? I'm like, dude, I'm living like the shift in. Like that's what I'm living for right now. I'm just living for it to end. I'm ready to go to bed. Like, I cannot wait to hit that mattress. I was done. It was nuts. I can't believe we've been live for 14 minutes already and haven't covered anything. That's why these lives last like 2 hours, it seems like. It's nuts. So guys, Dex, you guys got any questions for Dex? Anything? Anybody coming to Prime? Want to find out what it's like on a TNT truck? Yeah, see, there he goes with the driver code. We need flatbed trainers. Jaded, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I love flatbed. I do, but I will never go back flatbed with Prime. Never again. So my eyes have been opened. Dex, he talks more than a girl got earplugs. Oh yeah, Hey, Toll Booth, when are you gonna drop that video? Aren't you supposed to be editing right now? Hold on for 1 second, guys. Let me kill this alarm. Give me 1 second. Johnson's Logic, hang tight for just 1 second. All right, so let's see. It is mentally tiring. Yes, it is, Brent. It's very mentally tiring. So Johnson's Logic, which is Ross Johnson. He's a really good friend of mine. He wants to know what's it like being a student.
Frustrating.
He says frustrating.
Very frustrating.
What's frustrating about it, Dex?
Alley docking.
He's just focused on the back end. That's the only thing he can't get. The back end is weird. I keep trying to tell him the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. It's like you end up being like you just start one day. It's just gonna click. It's just gonna click, and it's all gonna come together.
Being in the Northeast area, I hate it. I don't like being in the Northeast area.
He says he just like being in the Northeast. Oh my God, why not? What's wrong with the Northeast?
It's too tight. When I went through Jersey, we was damn near like it felt like we was in the center of it, but it wasn't. It was just so tight, like literally.
And where are we going now?
Tight.
Where are we going now? Back to the Northeast.
Back to the Northeast, but luckily we're not going to Jersey though. We're going to Pennsylvania this time.
Right off the interstate, so we're doing pretty good.
I can deal with Pennsylvania though. I can deal with Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Actually going like right there by the terminal, so we're dropping at a drop yard over there. We got a load of Mars chocolates. So Tobley says, besides backing Dex, what's the hardest so far? What's like your second most frustrating thing?
I don't think nothing else is really frustrating but the backing part.
And we've got along great. We've been doing good. I mean, I don't know how Dex feels about it, but I mean, just read the script I gave you.
Huh?
Just read the script I gave you. He's looking at me. He didn't get it. No, I've enjoyed Dex being on the truck. I like seeing, you know, my trainees and my guys grow, you know, into really good, you know, operators, and that's what it's all about. My goal as a trainer is to have my FM call me and say, look, that guy's better than you. That's my goal. All right, so let's see. So we get some other stuff here. All right, so Big Houston says, do I miss flatbed? Yes, I do miss flatbed every single day. Every single day I see a flatbed truck pass by, whether it's Conestoga, tarped, untarped, whatever, I miss it. I think about it every single day. Like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't wake up and I'm like, man, I wish I was flatbedding. Do I miss flatbed with Prime? No, I do not. Not one bit. Not talking bad about flatbed division of Prime. I know too much now. I know way too much. Lori Henson says, hello, Dex. I know being a trainee. I know being a I know being a trainee is going good for you with Fr8sK8R. My trainer is Shannon and is awesome too. So, what would you like to say to Miss Lori?
Oh, yes, everything is going great. I'm just ready to, you know, ready for the big money starting to roll in. That's what I'm ready for. You know.
So he's ready for that big money. Heck yeah. Let's see what else we got.
I'm scared of that lease side.
Oh, there's nothing to be scared of. Brent says, I'll put my driver code up. Watch it. All right, Tobley just dropped his video. Joseph says, it's not just physically exhausting, but you're mentally exhausted from watching out for crazy drivers. Not saying any names. Swift. Prime can be just as bad. Some of these guys out here can be just as bad.
Man, I could be going 65 and out of nowhere, like, a truck want to get, he want to pass me, but he exists in front of me just to do 55. Like,
right.
Why? That was just...
I know it. Slow up the slow guy. Fearless says, I want to train with you, Will, at the end of the year. Ferris, I would be 100% with that, man. As long as we can line up the timelines, I'm down. Johnson says, not the full government name. Oh, my bad, man. I didn't mean to sell you out like that. Toby says, besides backing, what's the hardest talk over here? Get that one. Tim says the Northeast is money, and that's what I say. Is like, whether, you know, you basically, if you're looking at rate per mile, or you're looking at total revenue, any area that is highly populated is what they call a consumer area. Okay, so basically it's just general freight sense. If you're going into an area with a lot of people, they need things. They don't generally produce a lot. Not saying that they don't produce, but they do need things. So going into that area pays good. When you stay in that area, it pays good. When you leave that area, that high consumer area, that's when you take a hit coming out of there. But it all depends on whether you need to get to another area, if you're looking to get out, get somewhere, different scenery, whatever. So I particularly, like if I was solo with Prime, lease, especially reefer, I would leave the house, I'd catch a load going to PA, and I would stay in the Northeast for like 4 or 5 weeks, and I'd come home for a week. It's that good of money. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, it's insane. Thomas Garcia says should be there next month. Can't wait. You got any tips for Thomas?
You don't like it, just get prepared to be frustrated.
Oh my God, he was beating himself up the other day, and I told him, like, man, stop being frustrated. Like, just take a deep breath. I promise you, it's going to get easier. It's going to get better. He hit a dock yesterday that like would have been really tough for me, and I was like, man, you did great, man. You did awesome. So he did really good. He's getting it every day. He's getting better and better. Brent says, get used to it. That is where they keep us reefer creepers. Yeah, I know. He's actually Dex is actually wanting to go company at the moment, I think. What's wrong with the Northeast? I live in Buffalo, New York, and a local driver, and all I do is back up, Scott says. I'll talk about his people, man. We're heading to New Jersey tonight. All right, Tim, you guys be safe, man.
Hate it for you.
I hate it for you.
Hate it for you.
Oh my God, I love it. I love the Northeast. Joseph says, I live in the mountains of West Virginia. Is it hard to drive up and down the mountains?
Yeah. Especially when you're going down and gotta get past a curve. Hell yeah.
I'm not.
And it be steep.
I'm not gonna say how I drive, but let me put it this way: once you get used to your equipment, you're used to your rig, how it handles at certain weights, different. Like I have favorite roads. Okay, I-80 through PA and 81 all the way up is two of my favorite highways, and you can be really fast in a prime truck on these roads, like really fast. So I'm not condoning any kind of crazy driving. I'm just saying, you can be pretty quick. That's all I'm saying. So let's see what else he got. Toll Booth says, can you read? No, I guess not. I guess I can. He wants to know if you're going to do some company.
Oh, yeah.
Toll Booth said, yeah, you want to go company first.
Yeah.
So, do you think you might have any ambitions to go lease later, maybe?
Yeah, if I can find out everything, so get to learn. I don't know nothing.
Right. Yeah, we've been basically. I don't really talk too much about the money side of things with my guys until I know that they can run this truck like I can run it, and then if they're interested, then we go through it. Let's see.
It's a lot more responsibility, though. So.
Yeah, it is a lot of responsibility for sure. All right, Johnson's Log just says, I'll have to call and put a little bug in Dex's ear. Oh my God. If Ross contacts you, man, he's a really good guy, but just if he starts running off the mouth, let me know. Josh Bowman says, hey, it's the Freight Boxer, LOL. Hope all's well, brother. Your trainee seems cool as hell. Dex is really cool, man. It's good to see you, Josh. Texas Big White Dog says, frustrating is waiting on a PSD trainer in this environment. So yeah, and glad you said that, Texas. Prime is not currently hiring anybody, if you guys haven't heard. So if you've already gotten your application in, according to Nikki Yost, which is one of Prime's top recruiters, who actually works with Junior Honduras, Prime is not hiring anybody right now. And the reason being, we have so many people waiting on trainers. So many people, whether it's PSD trainers, TNT trainers, whatever. We have to fulfill the people that are already here or are already coming in first. So guys, don't get frustrated. If you want to come to Prime, don't get frustrated. They're going to open it back up. We just got to get everything kind of through the wash first. So I'll have a video on it here in the next day or two. So I've been actually thinking about doing that. Let's see. Big Houston says, just take your time. Exactly. Just take your time. It's no big deal. Jaded says, hurry up and wait. Seems to be the way things work. Yeah, it doesn't matter what division you're in. You're going to hurry up and wait for sure. And on that, Jaded, I'm going to go ahead and like address that and I don't know how it is at any other company because obviously I've only been with Prime, but if you are team, it seems more likely that you're going to be on a lot of hot loads, dropping hooks, bang, bang, bang. Okay, it's not going to be like Dex isn't going to get to our receiver tomorrow and we got to sit 10 hours. That's not how it works. It's either drop and hook or it's like they get you loaded in 45 minutes to an hour and a half and you're gone. Like we sat yesterday all day just because we couldn't get loaded until, what was it, 5 p.m.?
5 o'clock, yeah.
5 p.m. in Memphis, we sat all day. Like we dropped...
About 6 hours, maybe 7.
Dex dropped that load, the load we had. He dropped it yesterday morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning. We went and got showers, washed the truck, which was futile because now it's raining and storming all over it. It looked great for about 24 hours, but anyways. And we sat all day. Dex went back to sleep. I took a nap in the front seat because I was on my phone talking to my wife. And he was already on the bottom bunk. And we've still got the satellite in here that's got to be put on the truck that my wife bought for the truck. His stuff, we just left it all on the top bunk. I just let him at the bottom bunk yesterday because he was going to take off last night. But the only time we sit is when we're forced to sit appointment-wise. Like the team trucks... the team truck scenario, I haven't actually sat at all, unless it's just appointment wise. Now solo, when I did those 2 solo runs before I got Dex, oh yeah, like I went up there, sat, got to the place or whatever, close to the end of my shift, sat for like 4 hours waiting to get unloaded. But it was at the end of my shift, so I'd already started my 10-hour break. And yes, that is kind of aggravating. You start your break, 4 hours later, you got a guy. Hey man, you're unloaded. Then you get PC'd out. You got to PC to the nearest truck stop. You got to finish your other 5 or 6 hours unless you're doing a split with the sleeper berth, which still is not going to give you all your hours back. It's only going to give you back what you did before that sleeper berth break. So it's complicated, but solo, the way Prime, from what I've known, the way Prime likes to do it is they're going to try to time you out to where you get to your shipper at the start of your shift or or receiver or shipper at the end of your shift. So you start your break then. That way you can PC out. So it's PC is personal conveyance. So that's like, and if you're loaded, if you're dispatched, okay, or you're moving into the direction of the load to get loaded or unloaded, you're not allowed to use PC. The only way you can use PC is if a DOT officer asks you to move, or you are actually in like an unsafe parking location and you're forced to move by a shipper or receiver. But I mean, you still have to, you got to be really, really, it's a fine line to that. And yes, you can do it as long as you want, whatever you want. Prime lets you do it, but if they catch you violating it so many times, they're going to take it away from you a certain amount of time. So you got to use it wisely, guys. Like only reserve that for if you're shopping, you're unhooked from your trailer, whatever. You don't want to do it just out of habit. So PC is not something to just do out of habit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to all these. Let's see. All right, so Thomas says, I feel ya. I drove OTR a long time ago, getting back into it. It's fun, Thomas. I mean, it can be addictive. It really can. I mean, it's one of those things. Joseph says, I've never drove a semi in the mountains. Like I said, Joseph, it's all about your equipment, knowing your equipment. Once you get used to it, man, there's nothing to it. I mean, it's really, really, really simple. And it's like riding a bicycle. You know, once you know your bicycle, you know what you can do with your bicycle. Same thing with the truck. I mean, you know your limitations to your equipment.
56 to 57 on those mountains and valleys.
He's just now opening up to just regular curves on the highway. So his first week, he would see a curve, no sign or anything. He would just see that it would curve around, and he was like at like 40. I'm like, bro, we're on a 70-mile highway, man. You can't do that. I was like, believe me, if you don't see the speed sign, recommended speed sign, and we're doing 55. I mean, on a 70-mile highway, you can pretty much, just use your common sense. But I mean, pretty much it should be okay. Let's see. Tobu says, Dex, are you going 55 miles per hour all the time?
Nah. I only do 55. I'm going down a steep downgrade, and I'm going into a curve and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm mostly doing 60 to 64.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about it, Toll Booth, is we can get over 9 miles per gallon at 65 all day long in this box. Doesn't matter what's in it. So, yeah.
I only do 65. I know I got a straight shot. I ain't got no twists and turns or nothing. That's mainly in Texas area, though. You get straight shots.
Yeah, because you're going to be on some hills tonight. Brent says, take him to the Rockies and back west. I mean, it would be definitely good to learn it. But, I mean, he's got enough hills up here. The biggest thing is just learning descent control with the truck, which we get down Mount Eagle a few times. I'm gonna show him how to do that. So, descent control is everything on these newer trucks. Joseph says, I live close to either Montana Storm, Empty Storm. Not sure what that is. Justin says, hope this question makes sense. On a weekly settlement as a company driver, are you able to see exactly what each load pays revenue-wise? Somebody in the chat may be able to answer that, Justin, but I've never been company. So you can't see the revenue of the loads being a company trainee, can you?
Hell no.
No, he can't see it as a trainee, so I doubt you'd be able to see it as a company driver. Now, if you were being paid on percentage instead of rate per mile, like cent per mile, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to see it, but I don't think you would. Somebody in the chat may be able to answer. If anybody's company with Prime, can you actually see the revenue per load, or is it just like you just see the mileage, the dispatch mileage? So we'll see if they can answer that, Justin.
Company driver would probably be disappointed they seeing the revenue thing. Like,
oh yeah, oh yeah, for real. Johnson says, from what I remember, no, it doesn't. It just shows your revenue miles wise. Okay, so there you go. That's it just shows what you make mile wise per load. Big Houston, do company for the first year. That's Big Houston's advice to you, Dex.
What is that?
He said do company for the first year.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah. A lot of people always tell me about lease. They always tell me the good about lease. They'll never tell me the bad. I don't never hear nothing good about company, but I honestly think company is like that's my best. It's the best thing for me for right now. I got to be something though.
That was like his
good about company.
Yeah, that was his first thing. Like when he got on the truck, he's like, man, I just want to let you know I'm going company. I'm like, I don't care what you do, man. I just want you to be a safe, good operator, like a safe.
The whole
operator.
time I was a PhD trainer, it was like, as soon as you get in your truck, I promise you, if you're gonna get a lease operator, they're gonna tell you about leasing. They're gonna try to push you to do lease.
Nope.
Yeah, lease is good, but what about company? What's good about company?
And by the way, guys, if your trainer is pushing you to go lease, okay, let me let you know. I don't know why they do that. We get no kickback from that. Like if Dex goes lease, my FM's not gonna call me and be like, hey man, here's a $500 bonus for getting him to go. No, we get nothing from that. So I don't know why they push it so hard. Like it's just because it's my bag doesn't mean it's gonna be his. You know, I mean, I don't know. So I still don't understand that.
Y'all tell me the pros about the company side though.
Yeah.
I need to know more. I need to know more about both, but you know.
Let's see what else they say.
They're not even company all day. They lease on it almost.
No, I'm not sure. A lot of these are trainees and everything. I mean, it's all in here. Texas says no. We have a big ass backup. Yeah, that's with the trainees and everything. Tried to join with company because of you. Slick Earl says, hey, tried to join with the company because of you. I didn't get in. What happened, Slick? What was the deal with that? Why didn't they let you in? What was the deal? You can PM me if you want to. You can text me or whatever if you don't want to talk about out here on chat. Texas says March 28 is what I have here. Tobu says she said a few every week. I don't know what that means. Salt Lake has 5 students next week. Are they hiring people with a CDL already? I think that was a thing too. I think they started that off. They weren't taking anybody with a CDL, and now they're just kind of like freezing hiring it all together right now. I'm gonna get the scoop from Dustin tomorrow.
If you don't have a CDL, they're not gonna take you. You gotta go to a credit like place, like you gotta go pay like a real college. You gotta go right there and get it.
Oh, so it's the opposite way around. So you heard they were hiring people with CDLs, just not.
Yes, CDLs.
Okay, they're hiring with the CDLs, just not without. Okay, because we have so many trainees waiting. I'm gonna figure it out tomorrow with Dustin.
A lot of people on Facebook are freaking out about that.
Yeah, I've noticed there isn't a driver shortage, just a lot of drivers sitting in the shippers. Exactly, Joseph. We have no driver shortage. There's plenty of guys. And with the FMCSA, and we're going to touch on this in another video as well, with the FMCSA, after February 7th, making it harder for someone to obtain the CDL, more tougher, and it's a rigorous process, they've also turned around and they're implementing an 18-year-old driving age. So you can actually drive a truck a lot sooner, which, I mean, really I agree with. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're old enough to die for this country, you're old enough to drive a truck. I hate to say it. That's just the way it is. Let's see.
It's a lot. I think it's a lot to more just driving this thing.
Oh yeah, it is. It's more than just holding a steering wheel. Joe Gamp says, I enjoyed the video on the Giant. Yeah, I did too, Joe. That was one of my best. That was my most exciting videos. I really enjoyed doing that with him.
Especially the blind spots. Or headache.
Ferris says, so it's probably good that I'm waiting to the end of the year to come to Prime. I would say so, Ferris, for sure, because there's a lot of stuff they got going on right now, especially with the Ace lease being down and the truck shortages and part shortages to fix the other trucks. There's a lot going on right now. Joseph says, shippers taking forever to load. Some of them do. Scott says, toll booths, I guess I'll stay local driver a little bit longer. Dreadnought says, late again. Sorry, bro. I was feeding my face a whole hog of Springfield. No worry, Dread. Good to see you, man. I'm glad to see you. Justin, I talked to my recruiter, Dustin, yesterday. Not hiring tanker and reefer. Wait is at least 3 weeks out. Okay. All right. Good deal, Justin. I'll confirm with him as well tomorrow. No more turtle speed. That sucks. Practice what you preach, toll booth. Let's see. Justin, you can't, but you can ask your FM. Brent says, I saw the revenue on every load in TNT. Might have been because my trainer was a lease op. Now, if you're on a lease truck and you're if you're on a lease PSD, you're a lease TNT truck. If you go through the Qualcomm, you can see it, but you can't see it on your phone. You can't see it on your app. You can't see it on your payroll side. So, unless I delete it off the Qualcomm, Dex can go through here and he can see what loads pay. So it's not like it's a big mystery or anything. Let's see. If you have never run a business, then working company is your best bet. Texas said, well, that's all for speculation, Texas, because I had never run a business of my own, and I came right in, went lease, flatbed and everything, and I did fantastic. I think it's got a lot to do with competence, really, and common sense. If you can follow, and Prime kind of makes it easy, they kind of put everything into a plug-and-play situation for their system. But a lot of their system falls into place with any business you need to run. So the biggest thing is just paying attention to the numbers that count, your costs, your overhead, your revenue, stuff like that, and actually figuring it out. But I think if you're new to trucking, period, the smart thing would be to at least go company for the first 6 months, whatever. Like Dex said, get more knowledge on the lease side, the business side of things. Talk to a lot of people and do your research. Then make that jump when you're comfortable. So, let's see. Just don't do it just because your trainer does it. Don't do it because
you know the amount of money you can make.
Yeah, I mean, don't do it because you're seeing big numbers on that Qualcomm. I didn't go lease for money. I went lease for the freedom of it. Like, I was thinking about it as I was coming into the TA. I was like, one of the best things about trucking is, like, I got to choose to stop at this TA. I got to choose to stop right now. I got to choose to sit all day yesterday. Like, I could have went and, we could have done anything. We could have done whatever we wanted to. Of course, we were whooped. We slept most of the day, but, that's the best thing about trucking, especially being leases. You have that freedom. Whereas company, you're pretty much on that docket for their watch. You got to do what they're asking you to do. Let's see. I had a great time as a company driver, Johnson Logic says. You get health insurance, you don't have to pay taxes as a company driver. Never heard that before. I didn't know you didn't have to pay taxes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I want to figure out where the validity is in that. Dreadnought Trucking LLC is the whole Hog any good? It's pricey for a Texas boy. You should be filing taxes, company driver Johnson says. I was like, yeah, I was pretty sure. I love it, Texas. 1.5 year gap in unemployment and COVID. They said it was a long of a gap. Slick, keep trying, man. Like, you know, if you really want to be here at Prime, don't stop, man. Just keep trying whenever you can. You'll get it, brother. I promise you. Dredd says you'll text me tomorrow, Freight, if you're in Springfield. I'll be in PA tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we're dropping to PA, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. We do have a dad meeting. My last dad meeting is the 28th. So I'm going to do my best to try to actually get to Springfield on the 28th, 27th, really, and do that last dad meeting. Million Mile Man, what's up, brother? What's up, my man? Good to see you. Dreadnought LLC, guess I'll have to cross the street. Joseph says, I used to load containers for a lumber company, and I never took longer than 15 minutes to load it. Truck driver's time is his paycheck. That's the money they save on the fuel. Joseph, on behalf of all truckers, we appreciate that 100%. I can promise you that. Let's see. The ability to control yourself, Texas says. Big facts. Million Mile Man says. Somebody must have said something. Joseph deleted that. Toby says, company drivers don't have to pay for repairs. Paid, deadhead, and loaded. You get benefits, vacation pay, sick pay. 42 cents a mile. Tax, 8 cents non-taxed. That's what Toby said. He's company on the flatbed side. Jaded says, advantage of going company, you get to learn the lanes. The company pays for maintenance and repairs. You can focus on building your driving skills and making your mistakes on the company dime. Just says, hey guys, don't be picking on the trainee. Country Trucker Brad, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Scott says, my honest opinion, seeing him being this new, he shouldn't even be thinking about being company or lease. Main concern right now is grabbing any knowledge about that truck right now. I agree, Scott. Soak it all in. And that's what I told him. We had that conversation a while, like, I think it's the first week on the truck. I told us to look, you know, we went over that week. We're like, man, you done drove almost 6,000 miles. We're like, he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, dude, you're going to be out of here for long. I was like, you got to get everything you can right now. What's up with the light? Where's the shadow coming from? It's like there's something.
But the light is right here, right here.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Is it just my hat or what's going on?
Might be just your hat.
I don't know. But then it's like right here. Oh, it's this guy parked in front of us.
Oh.
I'm just saying, man, I'm about to turn my hat around and everything.
He's struggling.
I'm about to get straight. Let's see. What's the rest of these comments?
Yeah, he gave up. He said, fuck that.
No, he's about to back in.
Oh.
Yeah, he got out and moved the sign. Oh boy, if he hits my mirror, I swear to God, I'm gonna lay on my horn. I'm just like, yeah, definitely. Soak in as much as you can on your trainer's truck, guys. I'll probably still be waiting on a truck. Dredd says, get the whole hog platter, Texas. Yeah, you got to soak it in because, guys, 30,000 miles is nothing. I mean, there was a time a year plus ago, trainees were doing 50,000 plus miles, some 60. It's not enough time to learn anything. I mean, it flies by so fast when you're in these trucks. It really does. You swear, like, your first day, it's like everything's going slow motion. After your first week, you're like, oh my gosh, it's not stopping. It's flying. Like, let's see. In fact, send a message to dispatch right now. Let's see where your miles are at. Yeah, just send a message. Say, hey, this is Gordab. After we complete this trip in the morning, what will my total miles be? Let's see what your total miles are. No, on the Prime app.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna go straight to Steve.
Yeah, you'll go straight to the dispatch, night dispatch.
Oh, okay.
Down at the bottom. No. Hit back. Home. All right. Top left. Top left again. I'm just trying to get you start messages. Yep. Now the bottom right, you'll see it'll say a little pin. All right. Now select contact dispatch. We're gonna see what Dex's miles are right now. All right. They say, hey, after this trip tomorrow morning, what will my miles be at? This is Gordab. See where he's at. When did you get on the truck?
I had to look at our messages from day one.
Scott says, I did 50,000 by which which by the time you went in for upgrade, it was like 55. I thought it was going to be much longer, but it turned out great. I don't think 30 is enough. Same thing here, Scott. Was you going to speak on Harmony? Yes, Joseph, I am. Same thing here, Scott. I believe, guys, you know, yes, that's fine. Don't take it for granted being on your trainer's truck, because when you have that other person that has your back here, use it to your advantage. You know, be smart about things, but use it to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Ask every single question. Search out those answers that you want, and don't think any question stupid. Like, I would rather Dex ask me 1,000,000 questions a day than never ask me anything. Because if he's asking 1,000,000 questions a day, he's thinking of everything. It's all turning his head, and I can give him that knowledge, you know. And if I don't have it, we'll go find out together. That's the way it works. Guys, we are going to take a second and talk about Harmony Jeffers. If you saw my last video, Thomas and Christina Dodson's daughter, on February 13th, had an accident in Christian County, Missouri, near Billings. And this hit home for me because not only were they a Prime family, her dad worked at Prime, he's a PSD instructor for Prime, and her fiance was a tire tech at the Plaza Bay. And I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for everybody who donated, anybody who prayed. Her fiance reached out to me yesterday. I was in tears at the fuel island, crying with him on the phone. And I believe his name was Dodson. And yeah, guys, it's tough, man. I can't imagine losing my daughter, my son, any of my kids, and what the family's going through. But I gotta thank you guys for stepping up. Everybody who donated, everybody who was there. I know it meant the world to me to see that support from you guys, but for them, I'm sure that it was just unfathomable. They did hit their goal on their GoFundMe, and it's still rising right now, guys. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much, because I didn't know her and I didn't know her family, but as a father and a husband, and you know, I mean, I can feel that pain like 100%. So it didn't even matter if they were with Prime. I mean, that's a trucking family. That's another human being. It means a lot for all of us to be there. So, and in this day and age, it's very rare. So for you guys to step in like that, you guys are amazing. I just want to tell you thank you so much. So I haven't heard anything on their funeral arrangements yet. Dex is at 60 miles without this trip. But I can tell you this, I know that family is very grateful. They really are. So, and if any of the Dodsons are watching, or Dalton, you're watching, God bless you guys. And so sorry for your loss. Your family will continue to be in our prayers, so 100%. So go check out that video, guys. It was posted yesterday, day before yesterday, if you haven't seen it. Harmony Jeffers, 2003 to 2022. So it was a big deal. So let's see. Night dispatch, he'll find out Saturday. Nope, they just sent it, Johnson's. They just sent it. There were so many trucks in the ditches out here tonight. Yeah, Brad, that storm, man's bad coming out from the Midwest. Quadrir says, not a trucker, sir, but I am a big fan of yours. Great thing you did on your last post. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Quadrir. God bless, man. You do the same. Stay safe, brother. Scott says, we never did a com data check for a lumper while training. I had to watch Junior's video on how to fill it out at the shipper. There's so much to learn that 50,000 isn't enough. Yeah, and the cool thing about it is, though, is they actually do what's called a relay service now. It's an app you can get on your phone. Most shippers and receivers are doing it. I think lumpers are a joke. If I'm bringing you product that you ordered, why am I paying you to take it off my truck? It's the biggest scam in the world. It's so stupid. And they want to say, well, they don't work for me. Really? So you're telling me that you pay these people to take your stuff, you pay extra for them to take your stuff instead of just hiring a person to unload your truck for good, that's your employee. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. I've had like a $500-something lumper already, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like 3 pallets, $500. What a joke. It's nuts. Thomas was my PSD trainer. He's a good guy. Jade says, Tim says, not me, big bucks. prayers daily. Thank you, Justin. I know that family really appreciates it too. The company that ordered the product should pay for the lumber fee. Yeah, exactly, Joseph. I agree. Brent says, I hate lumber fees. You and me both, brother. True on being quick. I make great time from Springfield to St. Louis on 44. Yes, Tim, yeah. Lumbers are a joke. I work for what Trevor says. Well, much love to you, Trevor. You're a lumper operator. You're a lumper associate that I can appreciate. So, but I know it's not their fault, but it's the business's fault. It's such a cheap way to, like, capitalize on capitalism. I don't know how else to say it. I'm all for capitalism and big, small businesses and stuff like that, but, like, really? Like, I remember the first time I brought a load of onions to the Northeast, to Pittsburgh. Never forget this. Pulled a load of onions out of SoCal, all the way to Pittsburgh. We get there. I'm flatbed now, okay? I'm flatbed. I untarp the load. I unstrap it and everything. They come out and look at it, and they're like, okay, that's going to be $420. I was like, oh, wait, maybe you don't know how this works. I don't pay you for these onions. You pay me for the onions. That's how it works. We don't do that. Like, I'm not, $20, $30, $40. These are your onions. No, that's not how it works. You get the onions off, or I will drive away with the onions. I don't care. Like, it's up to you. Oh, he got mad. He got so upset. He went inside. He's like, sir, we're just going to take them off. I'm like, okay, good deal. I said, because I'm not paying for you to take your onions off. It's not going to happen. And I didn't. I didn't pay the lumber fee. He was mad as rip, though. Let's see. Johnson says, haven't paid a lumper since I left Prime. He's owner-op at Landstar. By the way, Johnson's logic is, I'm a company employee, yet I need a no-toll booth. Dex is not ready for bed. He's ready for his shift to start. That's what you get for assuming I am ready for bed. Tim says, why are people bad-mouthing lumpers? They're just a part of a jacked-up system trying to make a quick bill. Like I said, Tim, I don't blame the lumper associates. I blame the concept. That's what I blame. They didn't say that in English either. Lumber. Where the coffee machine did your wife take it off the truck? Yeah, we sent it back. I couldn't even get the inverter to run it. I had a load with 3 stops and they all had lumber fees. It was almost $600. Oh my gosh. That's nuts, man. I can't do it's just so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Lumper fees. Come out here and ask me for money to get your stuff off my truck. Like, what? Like, that's okay, man. They'll pay me just the same amount and take it back. I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. I'm not gonna pay you to take your own stuff. That's like me going to the TA and them putting something on my truck, like replacing my starter or something. I mean, saying, hey, it's gonna be a $500 fee for you being able to work on my truck. They're gonna be like, what? No, we're taking the starter back off. You pay us. So dumb. There's a reason Prime has too many applicants. If you want to work for USX, Warner, Trans Am, they're hiring. Prime Superblade started your career, supply and demand. Yeah, it is, Tim. And the thing about it is there's a lot of YouTubers now. Like, there's a lot of, oh my gosh. In the Discord group, if you go into the YouTube section, like, there's so many YouTubers in there for Prime. It's nuts. And I've actually thought about stopping YouTube, like not doing YouTube just because there's so many other people out there. I've actually thought about like kind of laying it down and just quitting for a while. Let's see. Justin says, out of all the places you have seen, what's the most amazing view you have seen and where? Wow, that's crazy. I can tell you this. If you're on 40, okay, all right, one of the best sunsets I've ever seen, or sunrises I've ever seen, is on 40 east of Amarillo. It's just wide open. It's so beautiful. I mean, it really is. Nothing but flat land, purples, oranges. It's a beautiful sunrise. But then you get down to Utah, like Moab, and you start hitting those canyon areas and stuff. I mean, it's freaking amazing. It's so gorgeous. Even California. I mean, there's so many beautiful places. Montana, Sealy Lake. If you guys go to my Facebook, look through my photos. The green truck we had, the Evo, there was a spot, a turnout spot. I was able to park my flatbed right next to Sealy Lake in Montana. Ungodly gorgeous. I mean, it was just phenomenally gorgeous. It was beautiful. Let's see. I had an onion load and he asked for lumper fee. I drove off. Well, your company, Jimmy, you know you wouldn't have to pay no matter what. which we don't either on the lease side, guys. If you guys are wondering, we don't. We get the express code, or you write the com check, and you go through the relay app, or you give them the com check, and then you get it reimbursed on your revenue side of your settlement. Not even in the reimbursement section. It comes on your next right below your line haul, and they pull it out as an advance, and then they just reimburse it per load. So remember that, guys. If you're lease or going lease, you don't pay for lumpers with Prime. I'll go ahead and tell you. You pay it at first, and then they reimburse you. As long as you scan your receipt in. You got to scan that receipt in. So it's just aggravating. It's like a slap in the face. You're just like, why do you want to do that? They told me I can unload myself, and I asked if they would pay me $500. Yes! That's what I like to see. Popelish says, hey, what's up, Pope? Good to see you. I bet having a trainee on the truck helps with the depression because you're not by yourself. It is fun. It's fun because, like, when Dex got on the truck, like before he got on the truck, I was talking to him, and you can chime in anytime you want, man, because I'm really, my voice is starting to get worse.
I'm enjoying listening to all this.
So, but before Dex got on the truck, I told him, I said, look, man. I said, what'd he say?
He was like, you want to chime in my voice?
He's getting a little hoarse. But I told Dex, I said, look, I've got so much to tell you. I've got so much to give to you. Like, I'm going to be talking for a lot in your first couple weeks on the truck. And I said, if you need me to shut up, just tell me to shut up. And he's like, no, I want to learn it. I said, you sure? I said, because I will talk a lot. It is exciting. It really is, because no matter how many trainings you do, it never gets old. Like, it never gets old telling them the stuff. Kelly Honey, what's up, guys? If you guys haven't checked out Kelly Honey's channel, go do that. That guy is a huge inspiration to me. So, Kelly, it's great seeing you, man. Much love, brother. Let's see. Toby says 5 freeway Corning, California to Oregon, best scenic. Yeah, 5's beautiful, but it is a lot of greenery. You got to get real past the greenery. There's a lot of greenery on 5. Let's see. Toll booth, no, my dispatcher told me he will load money on my com data to pay the lumper. Yes, Jimmy, that's how it works. They put it on the E side of your card, not the cash side. That's how it works. You can pay through the relay app. You can pay through a com check. You can give them an express code, whatever you got to do. By 30,000, he is going to be telling you to shut up. I can't believe he's not telling me to shut up yet, Scott, to be honest with you. I do not enjoy hearing myself talk, by the way. It's not the way it is. I just have so much information to give to you guys, to him. It's like I have to make myself shut up sometimes because I get excited about it. I really do. It's almost like he's my new trucker child. He's like I'm raising him up from the ground up. I'm excited about it. So I like it. But if you guys got any questions for Dex, get him, because he's not talking. You guys need to get him to talk. Say something to him. What'd you do before this, Dex?
Drove forklifts for BMW.
Drove forklifts for BMW. Were they BMW forklifts?
No. Raggedy as hell.
Raggedy as So the luxury car manufacturer did not use luxury forklifts. At all.
By the way, forklifts probably finna get. Now they're not finna be using them for long. That's in any
what do you mean?
Manufacturing plant, because they're about to turn those all those forklifts into robots, so they can be loading trucks by themselves. You may have.
Well, it's still a forklift though, but it's just a robot.
Robot.
Okay, I got you.
There's gonna be somebody that troubleshoot them and all that.
Yeah, they would just want each lift to have an operator.
That's basically a bad thing though.
It is, and well, that's the way the whole industry is though. Is like everything's going robotic and automated and all that stuff.
Right.
Let's see.
How about that Tesla semi though?
His name, Toll Booth, can you spell? It's Dex. DEX. Okay, can you spell? Don't ever get back on the chat unless you can spell. I'm just playing. He got me early. He's like, can you read? Can you read? Let's see.
What y'all think of that Tesla semi they came out with?
Dex, I hope you succeed at this, bro. Yeah, he's going to be good, Joseph. I think so. Scott says, are you single, Dex? If so, we can hook him up with the Prime dating app. He said, nah, he's good. He's good.
Don't do all that.
He said he'll do it. He's really into these truck stop gals right now, so.
Yeah. Get them lot lizards away.
The lot lizards. Turn your Life 360 location. Turn it. Okay, I'll turn it later. Toll booth. What do you mostly haul, flatbed or reefer? Prime is a reefer company. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Prime is 100% reefer focused. I will go ahead and tell you, I was flatbed for 4.5 years. My average deadhead as a team truck was 247 miles out of 4 years. My average deadhead on reefer is about 28 miles. So there are way more customers on reefer side than there are flatbed for Prime Inc. And flatbed's a great division to be in, but I don't feel like you can capitalize your full potential here at Prime on the flatbed side. And I say that with the greatest respect. I don't say it maliciously or facetiously or anything like that. So I want to let you guys know I'm not bad talking flatbed. I love flatbed. I will never haul flatbed again for Prime. Dex must be from South Carolina then. Ooh.
How you know?
Whoa. Texas. We got a stalker. Texas, are you stalking him already, man? Stalking him.
How the hell you know that?
Scott says lot lizards need loving too. Stop being so segregational. He said they need loving too, Dex.
You can be giving them the love.
Jaded says he's gonna pass on the Tesla. Have you ever rode in a Tesla?
I would love to be in that Tesla.
Oh, dude. Woo! You wanna know what the biggest problem with the Tesla semi is gonna be? Is load shifts. Because it goes from like 0 to 60 in like 6 seconds, fully loaded. Like you're gonna have freight all the way up against the back door every single time. Those guys are gonna punch the fuel and it's just gonna woo, or excuse me, the pedal. It's not even fuel, it's just electric. Oh my, I cannot wait for the electric truck. I'm gonna tell you guys now. I'm not the old school, like I love the old school classic trucks, don't get me wrong, love them. But I don't have anything to compensate for, so I don't care. I mean, that Tesla, we rode in a Model 3 in Colorado. Not me and Dex, but me and Joe, one of my trainees, and he's one of my best friends, family. But he rented a Model 3 in Colorado. We dusted an SRT Challenger like it was nothing. I mean, a Model 3. That guy just realized he spent $80,000 for nothing because a Model 3 took him down the street, back to school, and whooped his tail. I mean, on 70. We wore that boy out. That Tesla is no joke. Toll booth. Hey, toll booth, I don't really like your cussing. Please don't cuss in my chat. Thank you. Do either you plan to do any heavy haul? If I do heavy haul, it'll be I'd either get my own authority, my own truck and trailer, or I'd go to Landstar or Mercer. I wouldn't, I would love for Prime. I actually pushed for heavy haul, oversized at Prime. And they did have a couple RGNs a few years ago. They still have them. They just don't use them. But I had tried to get some load diversification for the last 2 or 3 years with Prime before I left the flatbed division for reefer. So they're not interested in diversifying the freight over here on Prime flatbed. This is getting a little. Don't worry, I'll clean it up for you. Let's see. Yes, the Charger did sound better, but guess what? The music sounded better in the Tesla because we couldn't hear anything. Let's see. Its range needs improvement too. Yeah, definitely. I know where the plant is. Do either of you do any hail? Junior in the house. Flatbed is for the birds. Yep. Definitely a Prime Inc. It sure is, Junior.
That's how you know from South Carolina, because of BMW.
The BMW, you figured it out?
Yeah, BMW's in South Carolina. That's how you know. It's the only one that.
Don't really want to get in the whole electric thing, but I don't see a Tesla truck anytime in the future because you can't get long mileage out of there before recharging. Scott, that's not true. Tesla has a 350 to 500 mile range right now. I don't know many people that like driving more than 350 miles at a time. I don't. Like, that's 6 hours at 60 miles an hour. I'm done. I want to take a break. So if they can charge that truck up in 30 minutes, yeah, that truck's actually, that's a reality right there. Junior F and SS reefer. My ex is from South Carolina. She helped to build the plant construction manager.
Huh?
I think she was the construction manager. She helped build the plant. Is what he's saying. She was the plant construction manager. She helped build it. Yeah, he said that plant, you guys need to pay them guys a little bit better, so you don't make really good money over there, do you?
It depends how you look at it.
Really?
It's $1,500 before taxes every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. So basically you're making $900 a week before taxes every week here. So you're making $1,800 before. So you're making more training than you did at the BMW plant before taxes. Okay. All right. Well, there's some outlook on that. True, but they're heavy cause of the batteries and can't haul 40,000 pounds. F&SK reefer. I don't know where he's going with that. I don't know. I'm fried for today, bro. I don't know what you're doing. I'm done for the day. Junior, where you at, man? Catracho. I think other than the wife, Junior knew I was going reefer before anybody else did because he was a big influence. Wow. All right. Okay, Tobo, think about that next time you're stuffing your face. Wow. You're such a little ray of sunshine, Jimmy. Just bring all happiness to everybody. Good for you. How do you feel about that comment, F reefer? What do you think about that?
F reefer?
That's what he said. That's what Jimmy said. He said F reefer.
Who must be a flatbed tanker?
He's flatbed, yeah.
Yeah.
Stuffing his face with what?
I understand why he's saying that, because while we sit here,
yeah,
sitting here, he's outside tarping and strapping.
Oh, Kelly, it's going to take years, man. The combustion engine, whether it's diesel or gas, you're never going to obsolete it ever. I can go ahead and tell you this. I'll tell you this, in 100 years, people are not going to be restoring classic electric cars, okay? Because that gives you, they're just not gonna. They're going to be throwaway cars. That's all they're going to be. Let's see. You said no cussing. Yeah, but you cussed. You missed it up. More like tool booth. All right, guys, calm down. It's all good. Toll Booth's actually a really good friend of mine, guys. So don't get on too hard. We just mess with each other. I want to come to the prom a year or two. I hope I can get you for a trainer. I appreciate it, Steven. I've seen you in a lot of the videos, comments, and everything. And guys, I'll be honest with you, we have so many great trainers here. I promise you, I'm not anything special. Okay, by no means. But I would love to train everybody. I wish I could. You got guys like King of the Reefers, Junior Honduras there. That's your main man right there, I'm telling you. I ain't got nothing on him as far as training goes. In fact, Dex even told me the other day, he's like, man, I wish I got Junior, bro. I can't believe I got you. But I was like, man, I'm sorry, man. It was just a raw into the deal there. Now, seriously, Steven, I look forward to it, man. If we can time it right, just like with Ferris, I would love to train you guys, both of you guys. Let's see. NHRA would never get it converted by... Oh, of course not, no. Even though they have electric class now. Yeah, the combustion engines aren't going anywhere, guys. It's all going to be up to company. Travis, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Florida, I'm from Georgia. Dex is from South Carolina. But yeah, the combustion engine is not going anywhere. It's going to be, yes, it's going to be not the forefront of transportation eventually, but eventually, you're talking about 50 years. I mean, just like the self-driving autonomous trucks, give me a break. They can't send that thing 100 miles without it wrecking into something. There's no way. And then you still have to have a driver sitting in there monitoring everything. You guys, trucking's going to be around for a long time. Set of top fuel is what brings them in. Exactly. Yeah, nobody wants to hear a brush and a generator winding up. Everybody wants to hear the top fuel cars. Make cares. Exactly. It's going to be up to that carrier what they're going to do. And obviously, when they get pitched that efficiency selling point, they're going to go electric. So that's all there is to it. Travis, Scott says, "What's up, preacher?" Screech of the tires. Yep. Well, that that Tesla man was laying down some rubber. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that right now. All-wheel drive too. It was rough. Travis says, what's going on, Scott Jr.? How you doing? I was going to call you earlier, but like people say about me, I know you're a busy man, so I left you alone. Yep. Yeah, Travis, man. How you liking Landstar, Travis? I saw you riding the hog the other day with the baby, man. That's awesome. Yes, I'm a Detroit man myself. Dex, did you pass your CDL first try? Trifecta?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did trifecta, yep. Love the sound of the Detroit, yeah. I tell you what, Ferris, if Peterbilt decides to go to Detroit, I'll go back into Peterbilt. Your trainee got any freestyling in him? Tell him to spit something real quick. You got bars?
No.
He said he's got no bars. Travis,
I tried to the CDL, but it took me like 3 or 4 times to get the permit.
Oh, say he said he did trifecta his CDL, but it took him 3 or 4 times to get his permit. Company doesn't get settlements. You got to get something, Tim. You got to get something saying what miles you ran and what you made, or is it just called a check stub? I'm on a marathon on Travis YouTube videos. There's a lot. Yeah, he's got a lot of videos. Most definitely. You're above 700. You can call me anytime. Yeah. I'm working on it, Junior. I'm working on it. I'm like 698 right now. Junior doesn't associate anybody with low credit scores. So just in case you guys know, if you're following Junior Honduras, don't expect the comment back. You got to have a 700 plus credit score. He won't associate with you. What up, Florida? Hey, I failed 2 different permit tests. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Thanks, Toll Booth. Me too. Took me 3 times past permit, but passed the road test trifecta. The Junior laughing. Travis at the credit score. I'm dead serious. He will not talk to you. You don't have a 700 plus credit score. Don't forget it. That's all I'm saying. Me, on the other hand, I'm not like that. My number's in the description. You guys can call or text me anytime. I don't care if you broke as a joke. You ain't got a pot to use the restroom in or a place to put it.
You probably never talk to me then. I'm not even half with it.
Man, it is raining over here. I'm so sick. We just got the truck washed like for the first time in like 2 weeks. And I'm like really upset about it. What do you think about DEDWWE? I know they run a lot of flatbed. I said they got some nice trucks, nice Peterbilts. Hope it doesn't go the other way. Permit was one try. One better truck. Nice. Oh my gosh.
Volvo look nice. What y'all think about? Volvo and Mac. Those are the ones I've been looking at lately.
Oh, Junior says the credit score only applies to trainers. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I probably wouldn't want to talk to you anyway.
Dex Will needs a co-signer to talk to JR. Exactly. Yeah, Kelly said Volvos are nice. They are nice. They're really nice. From what I know about Volvos, their warranty is not great, and you have to take it to a Volvo dealer to get it worked on. So we've had several in the prime fleet and a lot of issues with them. So it's been raining here in upstate New York all day. Yeah, I know, man. You guys watch out, Steven. You got some snow headed your way too, man. We're gonna try to get out of PA tomorrow without getting hit by it. I'm hoping and praying.
Seriously.
Yep. 19% interest rate. No, I'll pass. I got a better offer. Don't get Junior started on pad trainers. Let's do. You were trained on the pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was doing it, man. It was easy, but as soon as I hear it's a whole lot different. First year.
Oh,
alley docking on the pad is easy.
Yeah, you got those points of reference. Diane ain't much of a living. Junior out here taxing. Junior's gonna get his money, Florida. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's gonna get his money. Pad trainers suck. Ask Johnson about how Volvo is. Yeah, Ross loves his Volvo. He hasn't had any problems out of it. If you're from Texas, you have to take the Texas Special Requirements test. Particular general knowledge, air brakes, combination. Oh shoot, I'm in PA2.
Do the same thing.
Picked up in Allentown. Kelly, we're going over to Taylor right off of 81, just south of Scranton. Pad trainers are better than juniors training. Wow, toll booth, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Why don't you start training? Let's see what it's all about. Yeah, got called out, bud. Yeah, I don't think anybody should be talking about a trainer unless you're actually training. That's how I feel about it. 100%. A special test is BS too. Yeah, they made it hard. And see, the thing about it is, after February 7th, they've made it harder for people to get their CDL. And you're welcome, Junior. But they're actually implementing a law where, drivers can come in at 18. So it's kind of they're kind of contradicting themselves. It's kind of weird. They're going to make it harder for you to get your CDL, but you can get it at an earlier age. So, and like I said, if you're old enough to die for this country's freedom and its people, then you're old enough to drive a semi. That's the way I look at it. But, anyways, it's now since February 7th, anybody that is coming in to get their CDL has to go through more requirements now, like they're talking about. And the person that is helping you achieve your CDL status, a PSD instructor, has to have 2 years plus experience before they can actually instruct you now. So it's a lot to it. I mean, Prime's got their hands full getting these instructors lined up and everything and taking care of all these trainees and stuff. So I think that's why they're kind of holding off on hiring a little bit. We're trying to get readjusted to these new laws and layouts. So it's been a lot. Go to Florida. I know somebody that will hook you up with that CDL. Florida's got the hookup. What color flag do you put between two vehicles towing another vehicle? Two vehicles towing another vehicle? Love the hat. You say he likes your hat, man.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Let's see. I don't know, Texas. Red, white, and blue, from what I understand. Will, did I hear you correctly? Prime was on a hiring freeze. I think they're taking people with CDLs, Thomas, but they're not taking any new hires, any new drivers. Prime hire 18-year-olds. Not sure about that either, Kelly. I'll have to find that out tomorrow.
Prime on people fresh out of high school.
Yeah. White. Okay, white. What's the significance of that, Texas? For two vehicles towing another vehicle. Texas says not yet on the 18-year-olds. Yeah, these are good questions too. I'm gonna figure this out tomorrow for sure.
What?
So what's the significance of the white flag? Other than I surrender. What I hate about Prime is only one. This guy, they force all the fat people to go to sleep study. And they give a kick for it too. It's BS. They go, I see over 4 years.
Never once thought Kingdom Prime. Stupid question on the special
It is
test.
like they're picking on y'all. They get big people.
Not sure if y'all covered this, but how old is Dex, and what did he do prior to Prime? How old are you, Dex?
23.
He's 23, and before he came to Prime, he was a forklift operator for BMW, Travis. Will Prime to CR England training with 2 students in the truck? No,
Ask
thank
them which
you.
one would they recommend, CR England or CRST?
The kickback, I'm just assuming. Makey money, I agree with you. I think it is kind of segregational that they take all of the overweight people and put them in that category. But I do know several people that were bigger than me and got tested and didn't need it. So, you know, it's kind of hard to say. I am personally on a CPAP. I hate it with a passion. My body involuntarily kicks it off in the middle of the night. So I have to, as soon as I wake up and I've got to use restroom or anything, I've got to make sure to put it back on, tighten it up. I wake up with headaches with it. I can't stand it. And then I have friends of mine that are like, I'm so glad I got put on it because now I sleep so much better. So it's a win-lose situation. It really is. Awesome, man. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard, Dex. Will gonna get you right for sure. I appreciate that, Travis. Where are you guys at? We're in Whitful or Whiteville, Virginia, however you want to say it. Let's see. Yeah, and money. I believe that I was boarded, but the bed was broken and my head was lower than my feet, so that's why. Money, I do believe too. Prime does, you know, it's just like with state and federal regulations. Federal regulations can have a standard, and then the states themselves can exceed the standard, the federal standard. That's kind of what Prime does. FMCSA does not regulate sleep apnea. It does not regulate the treatment of sleep apnea. So Prime is putting a regulation on sleep apnea and the usage of the CPAP. Now I guarantee you this, if you don't drive for Prime and you've been diagnosed with sleep apnea, whether with Prime, whether with another sleep doctor, whatever, and you have an accident and that sleep apnea diagnosis gets brought into play, they're going to want to see where you've been actually using that CPAP. So it could come into play, not just with Prime, but any carrier, even if you're owner operator. So you got to be careful with that. Let's see. I talked to my doctor, going to give me a new test when I get home in 8 weeks. Keep me updated, money. I want to know what comes out of that. I just got the CPAP. I sleep a lot better with it. Before I got the CPAP, I was getting no more than 2 hours of sleep. See, Steven, some people it works out great for, and other people's it doesn't. Junior, what do you know about new hire? Texas is very strict on getting a CDL permit. The special requirements test is insane. Travis Floorboy, I was just talking to a friend of mine, says it warms up. I'm going to have to head over to Springfield. I get some good people, have a little fire and ice party. Money says, not me. I can't sleep at all with it, so I have to do mine awake. I know, and that's terrible. And I've actually heard that from Cardinal, from another guy. He said that he actually called, let them know how bad it was for him. And they said, well, you know, if you can't sleep with it, just wear it while you're awake. How does that help sleep apnea? I don't understand. If you're not using it for sleep, how does it help when you're awake? It makes no sense to me. They just want to see those numbers. I don't get that at all. Let's see. Stupidest thing I ever saw, Justin Higgins. You're 100% right. I don't drive for Prime now, and I'm on my DOT physicals now, and they want me to see my averages on the CPAP. Yep. If it helps you, then I'm all for it. But if it doesn't, then it defeats the purpose. Also, I'm thinking about taxi drivers. Exactly. And that's the thing about the trucking industry. It's the most overregulated industry in the United States of America. You can work for a warehouse, like say Dex worked for BMW. He could work 2 12-hour shifts straight. Never leave the plant. 12-hour. And still, nobody's going to stop him from getting in his car and driving home. But us, we can only drive 11 hours every 14 hours. It's ridiculous. And then they want to tell you, hey, we know you can't sleep well. You get headaches. You know, you can't sleep with that mask on your face. Just do it while you're awake, while you're driving down the road. I don't think that's safe. I don't think that's something that should be done. And obviously, I don't have a name to put to this. And I'm not going to throw that out there. But that doesn't seem legit to me. Much love, Joseph. Thanks for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. I'll give you 5 autographs. They ain't worth nothing. Taxi driver don't have to, and they have to drive longer than us. Exactly. Let's see. If it helps, yep. Yeah, it's crazy. I want to see the numbers so they can justify making you take it. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I'm not gonna keep speaking on that, but yeah, it does seem like it's a little on the edge there of controversial. So we'll I'm right there with you. I hate mine. I don't sleep any better with it. I sleep way worse with it. I wake up with headaches, miserable with it. I can't stand it. Give it time. Go a little rock star. Just want to keep the videos coming. We'll be watching. But don't get me wrong, I got no other big complaints about Prime. One of my employees just got his physical and had to show his CPAP info. Yeah, they're real big on that. Now, I will tell you this. Most of you don't know this, but if you're owner-operator, your lease op, whatever, Prime encourages you to use a Concentra, but you don't have to. I go to my personal physician at home, and I get my med card through him every single time. And he will issue me a 2-year med card. So it's up to your physician. Also, chiropractors, if you don't know this, chiropractors can issue a med card. So just saying, not giving you any advice. I'm just throwing the information out there. See you, Travis. Be safe, man. God bless, man. Stay safe out there. Hey, Fr8, just dropping us out. What's up, Drum? Good to see you, brother. Let's see. Jimmy, I done told you, I'm in Whitfield, Virginia, man. The TA in Whitfield. Scott says, same for doctors and surgeons, working 24 hours straight with no regulations, sleep out. Yeah, they can drive home. Yeah, it's nuts. So, guys, we're going to get off of here. If you guys have any more questions for Dex, go ahead and shoot it out. He's got a little shift to do. We're going to be riding up the road, and we're going to get out of here and get down the road, guys. It's actually pretty nasty outside. So, as you can see, it's... pretty nasty, so we're gonna get moving a little bit, get on down the road. Cheers to you, Texas. We really appreciate it, man. Appreciate all you guys tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the live. We enjoyed doing it. It's Dex's first time on camera, so we'll see if we can get him back on camera again, get some backing going, stuff like that. Tobu says, Dex, call me if you need an answer about company. Raining here in Baltimore. Yep, raining here in Whitfield, Virginia. Y'all be safe on the road. Thank you, Steven. You need to look up on YouTube, but don't comment on this. There's help on how to get your hours. Have a good night. Your trainer is awesome, dude. I appreciate that, money. I don't know. Dex is still taking it all in. He's got a lot to absorb. Take care, bro. Take care, Jimmy. Y'all be careful. You too, Thomas. Guys, we're out. Till the next one. You guys, don't forget to like, sub, and share, and get that knowledge out there, guys. Till the next one. We'll see if we can have a video drop in the next couple of days. Stay safe. God bless. Till the next one. Fr8, Dex,